What's up? What it do, you guys? It's your girl Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Brown Uncensored Show. All right, on this show, I can talk about a little bit of anything. This is where I go into stuff that's going on in life, in the world, or whatever the case is, and nothing has been blazing up my timeline more than Miami Carnival in the last week. Oh my gosh. It's been insane. It's been insane. Okay, I did not attend. All right, so the picture that you see in the description, that is your girl. Yes, that was the last carnival that I played mass. I want to say that was maybe 2017, 2018. One of the two. But your girl was fly. Yes, we had the whole time. Yes. Yeah, okay, so for those of you that may not be of the culture, may not know too much, Carnival is a celebration that happens all around the world. So many different countries have their own carnival, their Caribbean carnival celebration that goes on. Every single country, they have just a designated carnival time. And carnival has been going on since, God only knows, it's just been one of those endless things that goes on. And in carnival, we're celebrating the Caribbean culture. We're celebrating the music, the dance, the food, and everything else in between. It's just a whole mood, y'all. It's just a whole setup. It's a whole mood, and you just got to be in it to fully, I can't, explain everything that Carnival is. You just got to be there to really experience it and know it. So, with the pandemic last year, nobody had Carnival. Nobody had Carnival, y'all. Nobody. Even, Trinidad and Tobago is notably the best carnival in the world. That's what I'm told. And that's what I aspire to actually go and play mass in Trinidad and Tobago. That's one of my goals. That's one of my major goals that I definitely want to do one day. We're going to see how we can make that happen. You know, I got some more peoples there now. So it's really helpful to have some really good connections and really good people that will have your back. So the celebration goes on. In the States, Miami Carnival is probably one of the more popular carnivals that happens. Atlanta Carnival, it's kind of split because you got the old heads and the new heads. They just can't get along. So we got two different carnivals in Atlanta, which makes zero sense. That's another topic for another day. Not going down that street, not going to do it. So Miami Carnival is one of the hypest, one of the best carnivals that happens. And so with it not happening last year, everybody was jumping on the bandwagon this year. Everybody. Now understand, when Carnival happens, there's always going to be something to go wrong. Always. Always, always. It's never going to go off perfectly. It's not going to go, just as you plan it and put it there's stuff that's going to go wrong. So you got to plan ahead. Everything, in my opinion, that happened in this year's Carnival, all the fallout that's been happening across social media, everything was preventable. But I feel ultimately the biggest issue that comes into play was greed. Greed cost a lot of these bands their reputation. And when I say bands, these are the groups of individuals. These are the different groups that are putting on their own presentation, I guess you could say. And their own band. So, you got the DJs, you got the sections and things of that nature. And so there's so many different bands that, they have a certain theme, and every section is going to be, it's going to be it's supposed to be a cohesive group of people. And so I feel like greed was what cost a lot of these bands their reputation this year. COVID didn't make anything any better. They had to put a lot of strict guidelines into play for people to safely play mass this year in Miami. So taking that into account, very strict regulations, very strict things. A couple of the and I'm not going to mention any band names. Shout out to Follow Soca on IG. If you haven't already, Follow Soca. They have been airing everything out. They have been airing a lot of stuff out, y'all, and putting some folks on blast. They have been putting people on blast. Rightfully so. But yeah, Follow Soca, they definitely been putting out the truth. One of the main issues that happened, and again, this is something that was preventable, was the costumes should have already been assembled and put together by that weekend. People have been collecting money for Miami Carnival since March. Since March, y'all. And because everybody's trying to make up for the year that we didn't have Carnival, everybody wants to play mass. They want to play in the masquerade. They want to play in the parade. They want to participate in all the different activities and stuff. So people are charging astronomical numbers. I knew I wasn't going to go play just because it was not going to be the same atmosphere that I'm used to with Miami Carnival. I've been to Miami Carnival once. It was insane. We was up for like 7 days straight. It was crazy, but it was all fun and it was all about the experience. And what I really hate is that this year really tainted the experience for a lot of people and a lot of first-time masqueraders. So I just really hate the fact that a lot of people got taken advantage of. But I feel like greed was ultimately the thing that sealed this deal. The bands that have been put on blast, rightfully so. Rightfully so. But again, going back to the assembly. So a lot of the bands that came down to play were from, well, not a lot, but a couple of them from New York. And a couple of them had costume designers that were from Trinidad and Tobago. Well, you knew from the beginning of the year. You as the band leader, you as a designer and all that stuff, you knew that the costumes need to be down by a certain deadline. So when costume pieces and feathers, I mean, everybody know, like, your feathers on your costume, that's a part of the whole experience. That's a part of the whole. If you ain't got no feathers, it's like, what you doing really? Like in the picture that you see there of me, I didn't have any feathers because they had ran out or whatever, and I just kind of rocked it anyways. I still was looking cute. You know, I was looking cute, but it would have been nicer if I had some feathers. So the majority of the feathers for this particular band section got stuck in customs. And didn't make it to Miami Carnival. So imagine you spend out, and I'm not exaggerating. The average cost of a costume for 2021's Miami Carnival, y'all, was over $1,200. That's the reason why I wasn't going to play. I was like, I'm not spending that kind. That's some stupid money. Who got money like that to burn? I ain't got money like that to burn. $1,200. So imagine you paid $1,200 for a costume and they advertise it so well on social media, on their website, and you get up there to go pick up your costume a day before the parade and you ain't got no feathers. They're still trying to piece together your bra. They don't have your bottoms cut out and set up yet. I would have been pissed. I would have been so mad. But greed took over. And if you know that your band is a large band, you've got over 200-300 people in your band, you not planning ahead? You're not trying to get the stuff done beforehand, before the day. So again, this is stuff that's going to happen anyways, but given the pandemic, given everything was so uncertain and everything was so crazy and random, a lot of this stuff was preventable. And let this year be a lesson to those going forward. You better have all your eggs in a row. You need to have all your eggs in a row beforehand. Now I'm seeing stuff on social. I mean, people filing small claims court against some of these bands. Ooh wee. I tell you. Seeing the fallout online is probably better than actually being there in Miami. It's probably better. Because I'm just like, yo, this is juicier than a steak on a Sunday afternoon with that baked potato right there, some sour cream and chives. This fallout is far from over. Far, far, far from over. So, shout out again to Follow Soca on Instagram. If you guys aren't already following, so if you want to find out some more of the fallout and some of these bands that did these people just dirty, just wrong as heck, go follow Soca. Go follow Soca. you can see the stuff for yourself, because they can show you way better than I could ever tell you. Way, way better. So that's my little tidbit for the week. And I hope that you guys had a good, safe weekend. I love you to pieces. Be safe out there, and I'll holler at y'all soon.